I don't know. I just felt like I kind of prevailed, because that match wasn't easy, and I'm just happy to be in the third round. And for sure, I want to improve some stuff because I did some, unforced errors. But it's just the beginning of the tournament, so for sure, I work on some stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Questions, Andrew?
Andrew Jones, ESPN. Iga, congrats on that win. With how Dasha can be such a tough opponent, with just how she just throws everything at you, you still were able to stay calm and get through her best tennis and still win and stay set. Just your thoughts of getting through her unpredictable game.
Well, there's nothing more I can say for sure. I wanted to be intensive, and mostly I was, in charge of the, what I'm gonna kind of play because I was the one that was attacking. But for sure, I made some mistakes because you kind of need to, risk a little bit more. But yeah, for sure, it wasn't easy. She was using most of my power, to get these balls back. So I'm just happy that at the end I was the one that won, and yeah.
Court.
Iga, just quickly, just looking ahead to playing Kaya. I understand you guys had dinner earlier this week.
Yeah, like 2 days ago.
So, did you know she was in? Did you guys know you were in each other's draws? And
Well,
what are your thoughts on facing her?
I knew, but still, it's hard to predict what's gonna happen. So, but it doesn't really matter. We know how to keep it cool, and we already played a couple of times against each other. Last time on Roland Garros 2021. So, I think we both can kind of cut off the off-court friendship and just play our game and then be friends back. At least if nothing crazy is gonna happen. But for sure, she's one of she's my best friend on tour, and she's one of the most honest and I think smart people on tour. So I'm happy that she's my friend. But yeah, we gotta play against each other. So it's a tricky situation, but I think we both know how to be professional and to just play the match, and that's all.
Just following up on that, when you guys, having known each other for as long as you have and coming from juniors and all the way up, nowadays, when you have dinner, are you talking about tennis? Are you talking about books you're reading? What exactly have the conversations changed over time?
We're talking about everything, how it is. Yeah, obviously we're talking about tennis because it's our life, but also, other stuff. Yeah, mostly everything. Well, I don't know if I should tell you, these are kind of,
I'm not going in, I'm just asking generally.
Generally everything, really.
It's a general answer to a general question. Matt?
Matt Futterman from the New York Times. How long does it generally take you in these Grand Slams to start to feel confident and start to feel like you're getting into your rhythm?
Well, what was the beginning?
How long does it generally take you in these Grand Slams to start to feel confident and feel like your rhythm? Is it something that you have ever felt from the beginning, or is it day by day, match by match?
No, I felt confident from the beginning on many tournaments and Grand Slams as well. There's no rule and no schedule, Every tournament is totally different, and you have different struggles and different, obstacles. And also different, sometimes it's easier, So it depends. There's no rule.
Richard, did you have a question?
I wanted to ask you about emotion in tennis. It's one of those sports where it often bubbles to the surface on the court. We see a lot of tears, both in good times and bad. And I just wondered if you'd comment on what it's like to be in an environment like that where it can happen in front of so many people.
Oh, wow. Well, for sure, it's not easy, I think, the worst emotion you can feel in sport is shame when you play bad and that all these people are watching, So this is something that I think, this is the hardest thing. And I felt that, a couple of times in my career, and it wasn't easy. For sure, there are positive and negative emotions. Usually it's harder to handle the negative ones. So yeah, it's not easy. It's part of the job to kind of just accept that you're going to be watched and kind of not care about that. But on the other hand, work on being able to kind of control your emotions and what you do on court. And yeah, I'm also working on that, and I think I made a huge progress since a couple of years ago. So yeah, I don't remember last time I broke a racket, or I don't know, like had like a burst of emotions, you know. Usually, obviously there is something, because I am emotional, and this is like a stressful job with a lot of tension and adrenaline. But still, yeah, I'm happy with how I'm managing that.
Okay. Willie?
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN, congratulations.
Thank you.
What opportunities have you had this year to see Carlos and Novak play against each other? And what have been your observations of their rivalry and how they're playing this year?
Well, I watched both matches. I don't watch a lot, but these matches I actually watch from the beginning till the end. So yeah, they're always really exciting, and you see, you know, the clash of like two generations. And well, I don't know, they're just so solid and good. They don't give each other points for free, and it's amazing how they can keep the intensity from the beginning till the end. And I don't know, I'm just watching them as a fan, you know, because I know that most of these shots that they're playing, it would be impossible for me to play. So I can learn, obviously, from like their how they behave, and like mentally how they never give up. And really, there were like plenty of points in this match in Cincinnati when Carlos, I don't know, for example, the match point, you know, how he saved this was unbelievable. And I don't know, it's just, I'm watching more as a fan, yeah. But how they fight till the end, and like the clash of these two games is just amazing. Sorry.
May I ask a follow-up?
One follow-up.
What do you think their rivalry right now means to the sport?
I don't know. Well, I don't know, really. I don't think about the rivalries of other players a lot, so it's just inspiring for me. I can say from my perspective, I don't know what it means to like the whole society, you know, but for me it's inspiring, and for me it's sometimes, yeah, just an inspiration to work harder and to not give up in important moments. And if they can handle, you know, it physically and mentally, then I know that I can as well.
Last question, English. Court.
Jess was talking about what her life was like when she was playing on the ITF tour, and just what that experience was like, kind of with the conditions and bad line calls, and sometimes, you know, all that stuff.
I didn't play a lot on ITF tour.
A few.
Well, I won some 15Ks, 25, 60, and then I went in WTA. So,
Fair point.
so my transition was like, I played on ITF to gain points to play junior Grand Slams. That was my only goal. And then I played to have better ranking to get to WTA. So I don't know, like I played maximum like 2 years, I would say, 17 and 18. So I don't know if I can say a lot. But what was your question? Because I interrupted you.
What your experience was like how you saw, I mean, I know that you rose very quickly on the ITFs and stuff, but like...
My experience was, I don't know. I don't remember like any drama. I just played tournaments, and I remember I was pretty efficient, you know, and sometimes the only thing that was hard was like, I don't know, finishing a tournament because you played, I don't know, semifinal and then playing qualies the same day. That happened, I think, twice. But overall, it was really quick for me, and I don't intend to come back, so I hope to stay on WTA.
One last question, English.
Iga, Courtney Walsh from Code Sports Australia. Just wanted to ask you about Dasha and her court coverage, and you were impressed by how well she's moving, given she had such a serious knee injury only less than a year ago.
Well, I wasn't sure what's going on with her knee. I know that it's been going on for a long time, but I don't know the details. But for sure, yeah, she's covering a lot of court, and it's kind of, she needs to do that because she's this kind of player, you know, like short and needs to kind of get these wide balls, you know. But I wasn't surprised, but I mainly just focus on myself, what I need to do with that. but I'm happy that she's kind of back, from all these injuries and troubles, because she's a really nice person and pretty positive player in the locker room. So, yeah.